to my YouTube channel. As you guys can tell by the title, today I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my Gel-X nails. This current set that I have on, I have had on for almost 2 weeks, and I like to switch my nails pretty often because what happens with me is I always go on Pinterest and then I see like a bunch of cute nail inspo and then I like immediately want to change it. So I am not one of those people that goes like 4 weeks or something, because like I said, I just really want to change my nails, and like I just see so many cute designs that I always want to do. So that is why I'm going to be making this video today, to show you guys how I do my Gel-X. Plus I have a couple new products that I want to try. So I'm going to show you guys how I get my application to last a long time, because I have seen that a lot of people tend to struggle with Gel-X retention and getting them to last, which is actually something that I struggled with a lot in the beginning of learning how to do Gel-X. And then I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite products to use and just all that stuff. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get straight into the video. Come over here to my nail drawer. Basically, this is my drawer that has all of my stuff for my nails, and I wanted to show you guys some of the new products that I got. So the first thing that I got are these Beetles rubber base gel. I have seen a bunch of people who on TikTok who basically they do their Gel-X application as normal and then they put a rubber base gel on top over it, and basically it just makes it look more nicer and more like acrylic without actually having to do acrylic. So let me show you guys. Okay, these are all the colors that I got. I just went with like some basic natural colors because this is my first time trying a rubber base. So these are just the ones that I got from Amazon. I want to say this pack was like $12.99, which I think is really good. So I'm pretty sure the color that I'm going to be using is this one, F055, because what I'm going to be doing, I'm pretty sure, is almond French tips. So this one, if it'll focus, should be a good color because it's kind of like a nudish light pink. So that's what I'm going to be using. And then another new product that I got is this Gel-X nail glue. This is Modelones. I bought this, and I used to have a Gel-X nail glue that I used a few times, but then I dropped it and it spilled, and so I couldn't use it. And I have been using this one, which I actually really like, Gaoi. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I really like that one. It really works. But for me, in my opinion, I feel like solid nail glue gels are so much easier to work with, especially if you're a beginner. But even if you're not, I feel like these are so much easier to work with because you don't have to worry about them kind of getting everywhere as much, because they're more solid and they're not so runny. So this is a lot easier to use, and I really like this brand's I've tried their polishes. I really like their gel polishes, so I decided to give this a try. So this is going to be my first time using this, so we're definitely going to use that. And then, like I said, I'm doing French tips, so I need to find my white. My stuff is kind of organized. I mean, not really. It's kind of a mess. Okay, here's my white. This is just a... pretty sure this is Jodstone. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's just a basic white color for my French tips. And then my little UV light. This one, I have no idea what the brand is. It does not say, but it is from Amazon and it works really, really well. It's cordless, which I love. This is just the charger. Highly recommend a cordless UV light. Like, it is amazing. It's so good and convenient. And then we're going to need acetone for my soak offs. This is just a basic one from Dollar Tree. Really, any acetone works. Like, acetone is acetone. It really, at the end of the day, does not matter. And then I probably should get a better setup for my brushes, but these are all my brushes. So I'm just going to grab them all because I'm not really sure what kind that I'll need. And then I was thinking about whether or not to do, because all my nail tips are over here, I was thinking about whether or not to do square or almond. But I think we're going to do almond, so I'm going to use the same nail tips that I used for this set, that I'm about to do. Because another thing that I highly recommend to do is use pre-filed nail tips. They are the best. Like, they are the best thing to ever exist. They make doing your nails 1,100,000 times quicker. And if you're like me, like, I'm so bad at filing nails. Like, it's so hard for me to make them look even and make them look good. So I have a bunch of pre-filed nail tips. So these are like squares, these are almond, I have some shorter almond, I have some stiletto ones. These are all just from Amazon. These are the ones that I'm going to be using today from Amazon. It's so much quicker and easier to have pre-filed ones. I highly recommend. And then my cuticle cutters. And then we're going to need this for when I do my soak off. And then my drill bits for my Melody Susie nail file, which is actually already over there. The hack that I learned on TikTok, but take tape, and then whenever you do your Gel X, put it right on your skin under your nail so that there is no way that any of the Gel X glue could get onto your skin. That is a really good hack. I have started doing that recently, so I'm just getting some tape just in case, and then you need some aluminum foil just from Dollar Tree for my soak offs. And then this is the best top coat ever. This is my favorite. This is also Modelone's. I really, really like it. It's so good, and it's really affordable, and it works really well. Okay, and then I'm pretty sure that's all we need. We don't need that right now. This should be everything. This is what they don't tell you about doing your nails. Like, you're gonna have to have so much stuff. Like, this is all I need for just one set. Like, what? I just grabbed this little spray bottle that I have, which has rubbing alcohol in it, because in my opinion, when I prep my nails, instead of using a bunch of like expensive prep products, I feel like using rubbing alcohol only works just as good. And then I also went ahead and grabbed paper towels, because when I do my soak offs, a lot of people use cotton balls, and I like to use cotton balls as well, but right now I don't have any, so little piece of paper towel works just as good. Okay, so I like to sit on my floor when I do my nails, just because my outlet is right there, so that's what we're going to be doing. But we're going to be starting off with removal, obviously. So when I do removal, I like to soak off my nails. I know that a lot of people just soak them in like water and oil and then pop them off, but I've noticed that that is okay to do, obviously, but it's more damaging to your nail, and I just find it better and easier to do a soak off. So basically, I'm gonna tell you guys what I do, and then I'm gonna do it, obviously. So I have these nail cutters, which are from Dollar Tree. These work really, really well. I just basically cut my nail as short as I can. And then I take my Melody Susie E-File. This is the specific drill bit that I use when I file them as low as I can, because obviously I don't file the full nail off, but I just try to do as much as I can so that the soak off works as good as possible. I've seen a lot of people talk about like how using a drill bit like this like never works, but for me it's always worked, and it's always what I've done. And then I take a little piece of aluminum foil, normally just like about this size, works good for me. And then a little piece of paper towel about like that. You can use a cotton ball as well. And then I just take my acetone and I wet the little piece of paper towel, and I'll just put it like this, like over the nail, and then I'll just wrap it and then go on to the next, go on to the next, go on to the next. And then after it's been 10 minutes, I just take it off and scrape it, and it normally comes all off. So that's pretty quick and easy for me. It doesn't take too long. The key is just make sure to file as much as you can off, because the more you file off, the quicker the soak off is going to be. So Okay, I just went ahead and removed my nails. So now we are going to be doing prep and application. So like I said, I don't do a lot for prep. I just put on some rubbing alcohol. But before I do that, I like to take one of these drill bits. Normally I will use like this one. And basically I just file my cuticles and then I cut them, and then I take this drill bit, this sanding band I'm pretty sure it's called, and then I just very, very lightly file my natural nails until all the shine comes off so that the nail sticks better. And then these are the nail tips that I'm going to be using, like I already mentioned. These are from Amazon, and then like I already mentioned as well, I'm going to be using the Modelones Solid Nail Gel Glue. And this is what I use to apply my Gel-X. Put on the nail tips, and like I had said, this was my first time using this nail glue gel, and so far obviously I can't really tell a lot like if I like it. So far I do like it. It was pretty easy to put on. Now I'm going to take this file which I got on Temu. It's just a 180 grit file, and basically I'm going to file off the tips. And something else that I did whenever I was doing my application was I took my e-file and I used this little bit to just go around my cuticles and file it, because this really helps to seal the cuticle and help so that you don't have as much lifting, because when you have lifting in Gel-X, then water can get under there and then your nail can come off. So that helps to seal the cuticle so that it stays on, and then whenever they grow out after like a week or two, they will look like better, if that makes sense. I'm going to go ahead and take some acetone, and then I have this little brush which I got from Amazon, and basically I'm going to put this around my cuticles. This basically prevents lifting, so it kind of does the same thing as the filing so that your nail does not lift. Now I'm going to go ahead and go into my design. Like I said, I'm going to be doing French tips, and it is my first time that I'm trying rubber base. So we're going to try this and see how I like it, and we're going to do my design, and then, saw, I just did my nails. It's actually the next day, and I'm deciding to film the outro right now because it had just gotten really late and I didn't really want to film the outro. But with because how I said I was using a new, I was trying a new rubber base, I did not end up liking the rubber base. It wasn't necessarily the product. Like, the product itself, I think was fine. Like, it was how it was supposed to be. Like, the colors were nice, everything. But I didn't end up liking the rubber base. It was just hard for me to figure out how to do it. And I had a feeling it would be because I tried Builder Gel a couple months ago. And if you don't know, Builder Gel is kind of similar to rubber base. And it was really hard for me to figure out how to use it. So I was a little worried that I wasn't going to be able to do the rubber base. And I was able to do the rubber base, but it was kind of hard. So I just ended up not using it. And then I didn't have a good base color for my French tips because the rubber base was meant to be the base color, obviously. So I kind of switched up the design with what I ended up doing because, like I said, I didn't have a good base color for the French tips, so therefore I couldn't do the French tips. So what I ended up doing instead is this. It's kind of hard to see with the lighting, but like a kind of nudish gray. I'm not exactly sure what color this would be called, but kind of like a nudish gray square. I think it's super cute because I wanted to do something that's kind of natural. Like, I didn't want to do too much, but I still wanted them to look cute, obviously. So yeah, that kind of ends the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that this video helped you if you are trying to learn how to do Gel X or really anything and you just want to kind of have some tips. And yeah,